we need to discern and ask questions. How do you see reality? To ask questions like, do you think time is linear or in cycles? Do you think everything doubles back on itself, or does time go in a direction? What do you think is the basic nature of reality? Is it unity or diversity? And then what does that mean about ourselves and our purpose and the meaning of our lives and how we understand ourselves and how we conduct ourselves? Questions like, do you believe in forgiveness? Can be very useful because most people will say yes. But then the next question is, do you believe in guilt? And many people will want to say, no, I don't believe in guilt. And then we must ask, what does forgiveness mean if you don't believe in guilt? And that can really open up a person's mind to think about things, because many people's worldviews are quite confused and muddled and muddy. This is people outside the church and inside the church. So we need teaching in the church that helps people to clarify their worldviews, to know what are the categories of the kingdom of God, so that they know why what they believe is true, in larger reasons than the strength of their emotion about believing it, but that there is a truth, and that it is not true because they believe it. But many people have a worldview in which truth is produced by belief. It is true because I believe it strongly, and then that makes it true. And that's Christians, non-Christians, atheists, religious people, non-religious people. It's an infection that is almost global. It's endemic in the human race. And that would be a very large, definite part of a worldview, that the reality of the world we live in is produced by our faith. It isn't only Christians who think that sometimes. So these kinds of questions would help us to know where a person is and where they're very fuzzy about where they are. And the blessing of these kinds of questions would not be so much that we would know what their worldview is, but that they would know. And a lot of people are very unclear about what their worldview is. And so they never have the possibility of saying yes or no, because it's always whatever. But if we ask loving questions, we can help a person to clarify their worldview to the point where they can say yes or no instead of whatever.